Hello everyone, this is a review of the Samsung Galaxy Note. This is Samsung's latest, biggest smartphone that they've come out with. It was released in the US last month, Feb 15th or so, or Feb 19th actually. It's been out in the international market for a few months now, and I've heard good things about it. It's been doing well internationally, and uh, I was really impressed looking at a whole lot of reviews and stuff. So I got this phone about 10 days ago, and I've just been such a big fan, and I guess this is just my review video on this, just to give you guys a little input on this. Now, this is a 5.3 inch HD Super Amoled display. Now the 5.3 inch would be the size of the diagonal over here. It does run a 1.5 gigahertz Qualcomm dual core processor. As far as the OS goes, it is an Android platform. It's running the 2.3 Gingerbread, just like most Android phones. Just going around the phone, you can see the front part of it, a beautiful, gorgeous, big display. Like I said, the 5.3 inch across the diagonals. You can see the ATT logo right over here and the Samsung logo with 4 buttons, which is specifically for the US version. At the back, you can see where they have the Galaxy Note written in. And the Galaxy Note, actually, in the US it comes in 2 colors. One is a carbon blue and the other one is a ceramic white, which is this. And this color comes in a smooth finish at the back, and it's a glossy, smooth finish. It feels really good. Over here we have an 8 megapixel camera with flash support. There's a 3.5mm headphone jack. There's the microphone on top over here. This is the 2 megapixel camera, which is a front facing camera. There's another microphone over here. Right at the bottom over here is a micro USB, which is used for which can be used for data transfer or charging the phone. On the side we have over here this, and it's a little hard to see, I guess. Over here is the volume rocker, an up and down volume rocker, and there's a power button just on the other side of it. Oops, on the other side of it, just over here. So I know most phones typically have the power button on the top, but with this phone being this big, it's on the side. The phone has one more different feature, and that's the S Pen. And if this is the phone, just at the bottom over here, oops, yeah, just trying to get this in frame, just at the bottom over here you can see the S Pen, and the S Pen, or what we better know as a stylus, pulls out really easily. This can be used to make notes and draw different things and do a whole lot of fun stuff. And Samsung's been calling it an S Pen and not a stylus, and they've been particular about that. I guess that's pretty much about the phone. Now, as you can see, the phone is really big. I will go inside the phone and give a few details about it, but just before I do that, yeah, you can see how it is a fingerprint magnet, with the screen just being so glossy. This is my iPod Touch, which is pretty much the same size as your iPhone, and it's funny how when you compare these in size, I mean, there's literally like no comparison. You can actually see the size difference. I mean, the screen on the iPod Touch and the iPhone is about 3.5 mm. Again, that would be the display, which is the diagonal, and that's about 3.5 mm on the iPod Touch and the iPhone, and it actually fits well inside the Samsung Galaxy Note. Now, I'm gonna go inside and open this up and show you how the screen looks. Oops. Okay. So this is the home screen. They have the weather widget over here. Place to put your widgets over here, just like your most of your regular Samsung Galaxy series phones, like your S2 or your Nexus. You have the main there are 7 screens, where you can put a bunch of different apps, drag it down, and it's got a pretty smooth transition. I think I just clicked something over there, but it has a pretty good transition from just sliding it from one page to another. Again, like most at least most Galaxy series phones, it has an applications button at the bottom, and that actually opens up a bunch of different applications. So typically whenever you install any app, it would go over here and you can just drag and drop it. For example, if I want to take this, if I want to drag one of my games, Words with Friends, I can, there's no space on this screen, so I'm just going to drag it and drop it over here. Yeah, this was just showing you how easy it is to drag and drop, and I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with this, especially if you're using Android phones. So that's pretty much about the transition in it. I think one thing I do want to show you is the use of the S Pen. Like I said, the S Pen can be used for taking notes and drawing different things, and Samsung's trying to come up with a lot of new, innovative, fun things you can do with it. Now, this stylus, or an S Pen as they call it, has a button over here which you can, it has a number of different functions. For one, Samsung has an app called S Memo. Now that's the one which is used, you can use it to actually take notes. So this was something I was just writing I need to get from the grocery, and let's just say we want to make a new note, and you can just write different things over here. You can change your ink color, change a different type of pen to a pencil or a paintbrush. You can erase it over here. You can go back on your actions, and let me just try writing something down. Let's see. Okay, let me write a Samsung Galaxy Note. So I just quickly wrote like a Samsung Galaxy Note. Now it does take a little time to get used to the stylus, or the S Pen, and actually writing on it. So this was just to show you how you can, on the go, you can take quick notes. I'm not too sure how often you'd be taking it, how often you'd be actually relying on your phone to take notes, but I think this is something which is an option. You can do it, or you can do a whole lot of fun stuff, like Samsung actually has different drawings over here. Like this is something which came in the phone itself. You can actually see these are some of the drawings which apparently they've drawn using the Galaxy Note itself. So alright, let's get out of here. Now one thing you can do with this, one thing with the stylus you must notice, you cannot use these buttons at the bottom with the stylus. It doesn't work. So in place of that, I believe you have different actions you can use. I believe you can scroll up and down pressing the button and use those functions. I'm not too sure of that, but I need to double check on which action. I just use my finger. I don't rely on the stylus for that, but that's one disadvantage. It would be nice if you could use these buttons with the stylus, but that doesn't work. One thing is, let's say okay, let's open up something. Let's just open up a web page over here real quick. Okay. Well, so let's say like this is a web page and I just want to take a quick screenshot of this. Now I can take my stylus, keep the button pressed, and press the button and click on the screen like this, and it takes a quick screenshot and it brings it to my it's basically it's kind of like a storage place where I can actually edit the photo as I want it. I can make notes on it and say something like today's news. I can say something like this, and I can I have an option of sharing it right off the bat. I can share it through Facebook or Gmail and so on and so forth. So that way I think it does give you a whole lot of different options. You can do some real quick and real fun stuff with this, and I think it does give a little more personalized touch just using that option of taking a screen capture. For example, I can take someone's picture and write something on it immediately and send it to someone, and I guess that just adds a little more personal touch to it. Now, so that's pretty much about the S Pen. Well, actually I can just keep using it. I did want to show one more thing, which was comparing how some videos look on this as compared to the iPhone. Now, well, this is an iPod Touch, but I believe as far as the video resolution and the display goes, it's really similar to an iPhone, so it isn't a bad decision actually comparing these two. Now, let me pull up one app on this. It's called Talking Parrot or something. Alrighty, let's just get this over here. Oops. Okay, so this is an app called, let's get out of these options. This is an app called Talking Parrot. This is how it looks on the iPod Touch, and this is how it looks on the Samsung Galaxy Note. You can see it's looking side by side. Let me just switch off the volume on this so that otherwise it'll just, because this is an app where it just keeps repeating what you're saying. Okay, so I guess what I wanted to show you was the video quality. I just wanted to compare the display of the Galaxy Note against the iPod Touch, and if you actually look at the palette over here, you can actually see the bright green colors, the blue and the red. It's just so vivid, and it's nice and colorful. And I guess you don't notice that when you're only looking at the iPod Touch, when you're only looking at your iPhone or your other device, which isn't an AMOLED display. I believe this is only an LCD screen. So if you actually see, this looks more like a dull green, and the colors don't really look that bright, and these are all default settings. I haven't gone in and changed any setting as such, so this is exactly how it looks. And believe me, right now what you're seeing doesn't do justice to it. You actually have to look at it, and you can make out a night and day difference between the two phones display wise. I guess I can quickly try and show you some video on the Galaxy Note. Let me pull up something. Let's see what we have over here. I want to pull up like an HD video so you can see. I guess that's one thing what I really like about the Galaxy Note. You can use it like a small, literally like a small screen, if you just like watching videos, or if you're on the go, if you're on the bus or something and you just want to watch a video, so this is a great device to actually watch that on. And I know it's a big phone, but it actually avoids, it reduces, you don't need to carry your hold on, it just went back. What I was saying was you don't really need to carry your tablet. You can just carry your phone. And I know it's a big phone, but I've been using this phone for about 10 days now, and I haven't had any issue with the size as such. Okay, well, looks like some other videos start playing. Hmm. Okay. I just wanted to show you the video quality in this, and you can actually see this is this is a full HD video. Um, Pretty good, I would say. So overall, I'm really impressed with the my phone. I know the biggest factor, the biggest negative factor of this phone was the phone's just too big. I mean, look at the way I'm holding this phone, and look at the way I'm holding the iPod Touch, or the iPhone would also be pretty much this size. I mean, there's such a big difference. I mean, I can actually reach on anywhere, from corner to corner with one hand on the iPhone or the iPod Touch, and it's harder to reach on corners. It is big. It is a little clumsy in certain aspects, but I think it's just a matter of getting used to it. And to be honest with you, I've been using this for about, like I said, for about 10 days or so, and I haven't had any issues with it. Size-wise, I'm so comfortable using this. In fact, every time I switch back to my iPod Touch, which I rarely do, but every time I do, I just feel so awkward. I feel it's so small. And it's funny with respect to people's reactions with this. A few times, that I've pulled it out in public and tried using it, and people are giving all sorts of reactions like, "Wow, what's that display?" I mean, that's something which is really amazing. Which phone is that? And so I get to actually tell them, this is a new phone I got, and this is a Samsung Galaxy Note, and so on and so forth. And people have been really impressed with the phone as such. Now, like I said, the screen is a finger. It has a really glossy look, so it is a fingerprint magnet. So I just try and keep it looking as shining as possible. But I guess this is pretty much about the review of the Samsung Galaxy Note. It is available by ATT for $300, or you can get it at Amazon Wireless for $249. If you're a new customer to AT&T, I believe you can get it for $150. Like I said, this is a device which they also have named, which has earned its name as a phablet or a tab phone, because it's a mixture of a smartphone and a tablet, and it Samsung was also going ahead, with the telling us that you actually don't need to carry two devices. It integrates the phone and the tablet in one device, and I personally don't want to carry a big tablet around with me every time I go anywhere, just because I feel it's just too big of something to carry, and this is a great device for me, because I think just putting your phone and your tablet in one device is just great. I'm not much of a talker. I don't talk much on the phone. I use most of my phone for, everything else, for like applications and stuff. So I really enjoy this. I don't find size a big issue. I just love watching videos on this. And I mention that this is a 4G phone. In AT&T, it runs on 4G LTE, so you can get great download speeds with this. And well, I guess that's pretty much about the review for the Samsung Galaxy Note. If you guys have any questions or so, you can just try and reply on the link over there, and I'll try and answer as much as I can. But this is a Samsung Galaxy Note, and I'm just putting the S Pen back in the slot over there. So that's pretty much about the phone, and I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, thank you.